Ingakho ngicula ngihlabelela ngoba uJesu wehla wangiphakamisa. God, I realize that I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for your mercy and your grace that covers me. That's why I sing, oh, ngicula, ngihlabelela, ngoba uJesu wehla wangiphakamisa. God, when I feel lost, I just remember what you've done before, and you can do it again. Even if you don't, you remain the same. Ingakho ngicula ngihlabelela ngoba uJesu wehla wangiphakamisa, ngoba uJesu wehla wangiphakamisa. Hey guys, I hope you're good. Welcome to Free2Wrshp. We're back. You know, I've been thinking for the past couple of months, I really wanted to do these sessions again, but I felt like I didn't know where to start, you know. I felt like I left you guys so abruptly, and we obviously had such a beautiful thing going. But during that time, we've obviously released an album. So I felt it fitting to start off this season of Free2Wrshp sessions with this song titled Mercy /Hlabelela on the album. And I hope you guys are enjoying the album. Let me know in the comments how you've been finding the album. But yeah, this is one of the first songs I actually did for the album. And it's been such a beautiful journey, just growing as a musician, but also just growing in the Word of God. What I try to do with this new album that we dropped, and just with Free2Wrshp, what I try to do going forward is to merge the two different worlds that we might have been raised up in, as well as the world that we live in now. And so kind of having that first part of the song or the beginning be this beautiful hymn that we all know and love, you know, for me it felt like I don't want to forget these beautiful songs that we have, and I don't want it to be a thing where it's new school versus old school. I really wanted it to be a merger of this generation, as well as really sticking to the foundation that might have been given to us as children of God growing up. And so one of the things that I really wanted to do was to give context to why Hlabelela, you know, why sicula. And so I felt like I should give it a little bit more context, and that's why I put the verse in that just speaks of God's mercy and grace. And he's so gentle with us, he's so patient with us, you know. And even when we get lost, he pulls us back in. He's the kind of father that will chase after us. And so that is really the messaging of the song. And funny enough, after we released the song, so many things happened where I really had to hold on to the one line in the song that says, when I feel lost, I just remember what you've done before. And I know that you'll do it again. But even if you don't, and I think that's one of the hardest bars in, I think, the entire album really, is that even if you don't, and that's the kind of faith that I've really just in my own life I've been trying to build up that level of faith where God doesn't have to perform for me to believe in him. I want to get to a point where God is, and whatever he chooses to be is enough for me. And it's such a tough thing because that's a practical faith. That's the kind of faith that you have to implement, and God will test you on it. And I think during this period of my life, I feel like he has. He really has. And I've had to surrender to that and say, you know what, God, you never have to do another thing in my life. You've done enough. In fact, just the being is enough. Just you being you is enough. And so that's really the message of the song. And I'm excited to be back. We're doing a bunch of things this year. We are doing Free2Wrshp nights. So these are live nights that you guys can come to. Our first one is on the 30th of May. And it's going to be a beautiful night. We're looking at about 100 people. We're starting quite small, but that's not small at all. In fact, for God, 1 equals 100. So that's massive. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. We're doing our first one at the Fortress, which is a venue, I believe, in Edenvale. So it's going to be in Joburg. We are going to come to Cape Town, and hopefully we are going to come to Durban. So stay tuned for those dates. But for now, the 30th of May, make sure you get your tickets on the wisdomandwellness.co.za website. The tickets will be there. In fact, I'll give the ticket information on the screen here or in the link in the description. But yeah, we're doing the shows. I'm amped. It's going to be beautiful. Like I said, I describe it as a worship cell meeting. It's not huge. We're not going big. We're going small. We're going deep. So, yeah, I'm excited to see you guys. I hope you guys come through. See you next week for another Free2Wrshp session. These are coming weekly now. I'm telling you, consistency is the name of the game. We're back with a bang. And, of course, get the album, get your daily. We're also now on podcast. So, yeah, Free2Wrshp is now available on podcast. You can play it in the car. You can play it on your jogs, on your runs. I know you guys are fitness bunnies. So, yeah, see you guys next week. I love you guys. Wangiphakamisa